Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a 105 leFH18B2, the French Tier 5 Premium SPG, otherwise known as Fifi La Pew Pew, or by tank drivers as a leFH, or leaf blower. And this one is located on the south spawn of Tundra, and it's under the command of laughinkitti. Now, there are other Artys in this team, and I think you can see there's two behind him. One's an M41, the other one's a Bishop. This replay is all about the Artys, and that will become apparent towards the end of this game. Okay, game started, and laughinkitti's just moved into, well, he was going to stay there, but he's decided he's going to move to a different firing position. Now, as you know, the Fifi has a 105mm gun, capable of 410 alpha, and it will penetrate 53mm of armour. And it tends to do a lot of damage. Well, he fired a snapshot there at a KV220, but he wasn't quick enough to get him, and it wasn't fully dialed in. But now he's fully dialed in, rounds out on the KV220, and it was a good shot, but it just missed him. Lining him up for another shot. Round out. Direct hit this time. Now, it's the great thing about the Fifi, it will reload as fast as it will dial in on target. So if the target gets tracked, it will get badly damaged. And I think he just hit that KV220 again. But he's now aiming towards the hill. You can see there's a bit of a red line there for a moment. So I think there's one rock there directly in the way. But he can get shots on some of those enemy tanks. And it looks like he's going to try and aim for that Ram too. Gets a direct hit. Tracks him. 77 hit points. Can he get another one? Almost ready to shoot. Rounds out. Another hit. He's kept him tracked. He's still there. He's receiving fire. Another rounds out. Oh, almost. Not quite. I think that Ram's going to get his tracks back up again though. Fires another round in just in case. And he got a hit. There was no explosion, so he definitely hit the Ram. Going for the Chinukai. That's a Japanese Tier 5 Premium. He's got a fire! And he set fire to him and blew him up. So that's nastiness badge. Right, it's an M4 just around the corner and another M4, so two of them. And they've been joined by an AMX CLC. Ooh, now that AMX just took a big hit. Now, can we put another one into him? We've got a red line there for a moment. Yep, so we've got a red line. Something's in the way. Well, he fired around it. That rock there is the problem. There's a rock that's in the way, and that's stopping the shells get to the target. So he's going to have to move a little just to get an accurate shot. Now, the M4's pulled back. There's a T67 in there. We've lost sight of the AMX. Oh, in fact, the ELC has actually been killed. Right. So, the M4 is the sole one that's on that corner. And there's the Leopard. Just turned up. Lining up a shot. Round out. Oh, just missed him. He's only 8 hit points. You only need to touch him and he's gone. Can we get a shot? Lining him up. Oh, no, we missed it. In fact, now there's two tanks attacking the T67. And he's been killed, but we fire around at the M4. Unfortunately, it hits the rock in front of us. And in fact, our Bishop's now in a whole world of trouble because the Leopard's come around the corner and he's now behind the Bishop. And looks like he's got the single shotgun rather than the automatic cannon. And we've taken out the Leopard with a shot. So that's the second kill for laughinkitti. The scores are even. But it looks like that M4 managed to get around the corner. And so he might be headed this way. Now, we've got a very long view range, 390 meters, so we should be able to spot him when he comes into view. And that Bishop, well, he's in a very open position. There's the M4. Okay, we did spot him. Line him up. He's seen us. Line him up. And that's a big hit, 134. Can we get another shot on target? He's firing at us, but he doesn't seem to be getting anywhere. Oh, now hopefully he won't spot the Bishop. He's coming for us, and the enemy Arty's firing at us as well. We're aiming shotgun and gets the shot in and kills the M4 for 55 hit points. but enemy Arty knows where we are and is firing in round after round. The enemy won't know where we are now because we've gone unspotted. So we're one up on the enemy. There's 3 Arty on both sides. And I said at the start of this battle that it's all about the Arty. Well, we're now aiming for an AMX CLC on the north side of the map. There he is, lining up a shot. Try and work out where he's going. Put the shell there and... oh, that was so close. Now there's an M4 just around that corner. Fortunately we can't get a shot. Oh, we can get a shot now. Just came into view for a brief while. We've lost our own M4. We fire around in, hit the M4 on the enemy team. He's been killed by the Matilda 4 on our team. There's the ELC. He's in his own cap firing at our Matilda 4. Lining up a shot. We've lost our Matilda 4. Taken out by the enemy Bishop. Trying to get around into that ELC. If he pulls back a little. No, he's decided to go forward. We fire one forward. No, miss. Too much of a too big a reticule there. Oh, don't flip. Whatever you do, don't flip. It's very easy to flip these things if you go next to a rock. You can suddenly find yourself on your side. Well, we're taking up a defensive position in this corner, waiting for the AMX CLC to come south across the bridge and then head for the cap area. There's the ELC. He's actually behind us. He went the long way around. He's been spotted by our M41 HMC, who's in a very dangerous position. Dialing in. Rounds out. Oh, just missed. And now our M41, well, he's about to get wiped out. Looks like that AMX has got the 90mm gun. It means he's got a long reload. And we're about to lose our M41. Yep. I'm afraid so. It is the 90mm gun. Round out. And a direct hit for 165. It's tracked him, but he burned his repair kit. He's on the move again. We fire around into that corner, anticipating him coming round the corner, and he didn't. Now, Laughing Kitty's only got 7 rounds of HE left. He's got 8 rounds of AP. This is a premium Arty, so it does have AP rounds, which is something that Wargaming took away from other Artys. But the one thing we do have is a very long view range, and that means we can spot that AMX CLC from some distance away. And there he is, and we fire a snapshot at him, and it fails to work. But the enemy Arty can't shoot at us whilst we're behind this rock. That AMX has only got 4 hit points remaining. And our teammate in the Bishop is also firing. Now that is the last remaining tank, that AMX CLC. 4 hit points. He's, well, an easy kill. If he just comes around the corner, we can probably put a round into him straight away. 2 Arty on our team, 3 Arty on the enemy team, and that AMX CLC. The Bishop's trying to encourage him to come out of that corner. There he is. Line him up. Going for Arty view and... yes! Kill shot! So it's an Arty versus Arty battle now for this game. And there's a round coming in there from one of the enemy Arty. And it's another shot. And I think both of those Artys that were just firing were the Bishops. Oh, and there's a shot from the Bishop as well. 202 hit points. It looks like it hit our engine deck. And we now know where one of the Bishops is. He's over on the west side of the map. So we've got our Bishop moving up the railway line towards the enemy cap. And we're going to go off to the west side to see if we can find where that other Bishop is. We've only got 58 hit points left. And, oh, well, we're going to go through the mining village. This is interesting. Now, the Bishop has got a very short range gun, 4.5 inch howitzer. The unfortunate thing for the Bishop is that he has to be fairly close to his target to shoot at it. And so in order for that Bishop to be getting shots on Laughing Kitty, he had to be no further north than grid square, well, the grid square or grid line D, possibly C if he's lucky. But there's the enemy bishop. So it's 3 bishops, a Fifi, and an AMX13AM. We fire around into that corner. We've only got 4 rounds of HE left, 8 rounds of AP, and the AP rounds you have to get direct hits on the target to make them work, but they are devastating if they do hit the target, because they will do 350 hit points of damage and penetrate 64 millimeters of armor. Well, there's our bishop. He's lost a lot of hit points as well. That was from the earlier tussle with the leopard. The enemy bishop must be somewhere around this area. I don't think he's going to be much further north than this. In fact, I suspect he would have gone down the western pass towards our side of the cap, or our side of the map. We might see him behind us, actually, to our left, if he did go that way. Well, no, he's through the pass. He can't shoot from this far north to hit us in the south the way he did. There's the other bishop. He's near the cap area. Now we need to be accurate with this shot. Lining him up. Dialing in. Rounds out. Oh, it was so close, but it wasn't on target. Just missed. Now, in order for him to hit that bishop, he has to hit him as he's going further down the bridge. And he can't see the bishop now. So he's judging where that bishop might be, and he's missed the target. He's only got 2 rounds of HE left. 8 rounds of AP. Now, they need to get into the cap now. It's going to force the enemy to come to him. The unfortunate thing is, because it's all Arty, they're all going to be firing at each other whilst they're in each other's cap. And our bishop is capping. Let's just hope he doesn't get hit by the enemy Arty. The enemy's capping. That, I think, is the bishop. And we're ahead of the enemy. And yes, the enemy is firing at our bishop. Now he's going to be looking for any sign of movement near the cap. He's going to be looking for any destruction on the ground, because that will give him a clue as to where the enemy, where we are. And there's the AMX13AM. He's been spotted over to the west. Going to take an accurate shot. Or are we? Well, it's 2 in our cap, 2 in the enemy cap. Can we get a shot into their cap to reset them? We're looking for any tracer from their Arty to give us a clue where they are. We fire a round in. And we've capped out, and they're still capping. And, well, no, they didn't complete. So it is a victory by cap at the very last moment. By 1 second, I think. 1 second in it. And here's the end of battle result. It's a first class tanker for laughinkitti in the 105 leFH18B2. He managed to get a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He got 4 exactly. An arsonist for setting fire to one enemy tank and watching it burn. That was the Chinukai. And he also got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 11 in total. And the win rate for that game was 3,095. Now, team score. He didn't do the most damage. That actually came to the AMX DLC, who managed to get 1,312 hit points of damage. He picked up a high caliber and patrol duty. And laughinkitti managed 1,016. In fact, actually, the next high score was the M4 in the enemy team with 1,297. I think that was the one that laughinkitti actually killed. Or was it? No, it wasn't. It was a different one. But anyway, so he was 3rd on damage. But he and the bishop did win the game. laughinkitti managed to get the highest number of kills. He got 4. The next high scorer was the bishop on the enemy team. He got 3. And then came the Bishop on his own team with 2 kills, along with the P43 on the enemy team and the T67. When it came to base XP, it was laughinkitti. He got 784, the T67 got 721, and the Bishop 601. He fired 33 rounds in that game, got 12 direct hits, 1 penetration and 13 splash. Damage of 1016 hit points, of which 815 were at more than 300 meters. He received 1 hit from the enemy. It was from that Bishop, was a splash, and it was very deadly because it actually did impact the engine deck and do quite a lot of damage to him. He spotted 1 enemy vehicle, damaged 7 of the enemy, killed 4 of them, and did damage assistance of 178 hit points. He also managed to get 32 capture points while he was in the cap. On a premium account, he earned 33,402 credits, got and after repair and ammunition resupply, he took away 28,338 credits. He received 25 bonds for that battle, and he also earned 1,176 base XP, or it's XP, not base XP. 470 for this being a premium vehicle, took away 1,646 experience points altogether. So congratulations there to laughinkitti. It was a lucky win because they won by just 1 second. If the enemy had been in that cap just 1 second sooner, they would have drawn the game with laughinkitti, because they would have capped out just at the same time as laughinkitti did, or rather 5 seconds after laughinkitti capped out. But yes, when it came down to it in the end, it was who's faster on the cap, and it's amazing considering they were Arty that they didn't actually get hits on each other, because when you've got more than one Arty in the cap, it becomes relatively easy to work out where the enemy Arty are, especially if you're looking for their tracer. So if you enjoyed that replay, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.